Hey everyone, this is Mama Eagle coming to you from the beautiful Pacific Northwest. How is everyone doing today? I am being guided to record a little video for the full moon. And if anybody is feeling the energy, I know today there was a lot of people asserting their compassion, asserting their rights, asserting, all kinds of good things, which makes sense. Aries is in Neptune now, and Aries is all about, I just heard social justice, but it's taking action on social justice. So that is beautiful. And the full moon in Leo, as we're heading towards Imbolc, is amazing. Imbolc is a season of spring. So it's, believe it or not, coming to the point where the ice is melting and we're coming into warmer times. So we're kind of sort of keeping each other warm right now until the earth goes back to being warmer as well. So Leo is all about loyalty. Leo is all about family. So being loyal to people that are loyal to you. Again, standing up for what's right, protecting the children. There's a lot of these themes going on right now. So today is Friday. Thank goodness it's Friday. The cards that I'm being guided to put out right now is what's called an Egyptian star. So you have the first card, which is your question, and the question is compassion. I'm hearing the words wasted compassion. So compassion is never wasted. If you look at the word compassion, the first word is compass, the last word is ion. When you have compassion, it acts as a compass. And if you've ever been at the ocean and you can't stay angry at the ocean because of the ions that are in the air, that makes sense. There's something about, sharing your compassion, not worrying about how the other person receives it, just knowing that it's coming in a good way, it's going to them in a good way. Um, the next card that we have is your question. You have your question, you have your main concern. So, the main concern coming up with this full moon as Aquarius is going into what's called the second decan, which means that it is moving a little bit away from, stagnant, frigid Capricorn energy into more humanitarian energy with Aquarius. So listen to that song, Dawning of the Age of Aquarius, and it'll make sense if you're not an Aquarius yourself. If you are an Aquarius, shout out to all my fellow Aquarians. Happy birth month. And the card is saying believe in yourself. So if you look at this card, the Angel looks like she's a little bit alone. She feels like she doesn't really have support. And yet she is literally suspended in the cosmos and has wings. So, how many people can say that they are, suspended in the cosmos, swinging in the stars, and they have wings on their back that are visible? We all have wings that are invisible, and sometimes we forget that. But being able to get to that point of elevation, she had to use those wings. So even though she may feel a little bit lonely right now, it's reminding her that she's always had wings. It's telling you to keep in mind, love yourself. So if you see this person, some people may think it's a little um, cheesy, oh, I'm hugging myself, but it's not. You if there's no one else around, you hug yourself because that's your ancestors that are hugging you. So you're loving yourself as you are. The moon shines in all its phases. Even when she's in the dark phase or the new moon, she's still shining. Your advice or course of action is shielding. So, yeah, there's a lot of twisted stuff going on in the world. There's a lot of unholy nonsense, people trying to get away with things they'll never get away with, and it's important to shield yourself, especially if you're an empath, especially if you're on a twin flame journey, aka 144,000 angels. If you need clarification as to what that is, reach out to me, and I'm more than happy to help you with that. And, looking at that shield, use it as your shield. If you're not sure how to put a shield around yourself, pause this video and look at that card and just feel that light all the way around you. The resolution card is that you are loved. It's just reminding you that you are beautiful as you are. You were created as you are. So, when you look in the mirror, you put your hand on your heart, you're seeing a reflection of your ancestors who believed in you from the beginning. That where I come from, we talk about 7 generations. So, 7 generations ago, your ancestors knew that you would be here. They knew that it would be messy, but they knew that you were coming in with every single thing that you needed in order to do all the good that you're coming here to do. So, your past, the card that's coming in here is physical outlet. A lot of people have been feeling a need to, dance more, walk more, just being physical. Yesterday, with this full moon, we're closing out a 9-year cycle all the way back to 2017. Think back to where you were in 2017. Think back to the battles that you were fighting, and how, more importantly, how many of those battles that you've won. And any of them that you feel like there was some residue left, like kind of like gunk in the drain, I pour whatever you got it down that drain, close it off, let it dissolve, let it disappear completely into thin air so that none of that stuff ever comes walking through that door again. We're closing out a 9-year cycle of settling for less than what we want, need, and deserve. So don't be surprised if people from your past pop up for you to be able to finally express your peace, be more assertive than you were in the past. Look how far you've come and how much stronger and wiser you are today. The card that's in the center, again, there we go, expression. When you express yourself, you express the miracle. That means when you believe in yourself and you love yourself enough to express what you want and need, you are literally expressing the miracle. You're advancing the miracle. You're allowing the miracle to come even closer to you in tangible ways. So if you see, she's got wings and she's carrying an umbrella. The wings can carry her wherever she needs to. The umbrella shelters her from the elements. Elements are things that are in transition as you're going from one miracle to the next. And the last card, which represents the future, is allowing love. So, how many cards have we gotten here about love? Allowing love. Look at that heart. It's red. We all have red hearts. We all cry rainbow tears, praying for better for our children, whether we do it in reverent silence or we do it out loud. We're all children of the earth. We're all here with a special piece of the puzzle. And as we express our peace, we're able to piece even more together until we can piece the rest and best together for the highest good of Mother Earth and all her children with grace, ease, joy, and least effort. So let yourself celebrate where you are with this full moon. You've come a lot further than you think. Let yourself rest if you need to. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Sage your house, salt the corners, do a salt bath. If you're not familiar with these things, if you need a chakra balancing or Reiki, or you want a personal reading for clarity or comfort, whether it's, financial stuff, family stuff, I work with faith leaders, I work with politicians, I work with VIP athletes. Whoever needs my help, I'm here to help. I also work to help people find missing persons, missing pets, missing items. So if you're in that situation, feel free to reach out to me and I'll work with you however is needed. Okay? Take a deep breath. You're not lost. You're not broken. You're in between one miracle to the next. I hope that this reading is helping you. If it helped, felt it in your heart, feel free to, put a heart, put a kind word, share it with someone who might be struggling as well. And we will make it through this together. Okay? All right. Namaste, optimistic and tough as a mother. And I will talk with you guys very soon.